And for my husband to take someone like Chris as a coach, I knew immediately that Chris was someone that is a force to be reckoned with. So, because my husband's very picky with who he chooses to be his coach, and because my husband's a coach himself, and that means if he gets a coach to coach him, it would be an amazing coach. I love it. I love it. I love it.
My name is Chris Duncan, and welcome to my show, Total Freedom TV. Free your mind, free your time, free your life, so you can do more of what matters most to you.
First moment I met him was the 23rd of November 2014.
At the point where I met Chris, I was trying to think, how can I expand and grow my business?
I was in Philippines and I was doing a shoot for a TV show, and I remember my husband saying that I need to do this webinar, I need to do this coaching session, and I'm like, with who? He was like, Chris Duncan. I'm like, okay. So we were sort of like in this cafe, and then my husband was doing this webinar, and I popped in and I went, hello, and there was Chris. So that was my first time that I met Chris.
And I was at a Joel Barr program, Profit Point, and he was doing some pre-framing before the event, and Joel was just standing there, and Joel asked this question, so how many people know what I just did right there? Everybody else was silent, and Chris was like, yeah, you just dropped about 124 metaphors and this and that. And I was like, who in the world is this guy?
You know how some people, they just give you a very broad answer, and you know that they're just saying shit that they don't really know, right? But when Chris answered, like, I can tell that he knows what he's saying. It wasn't just like a broad general answer that covers everything. He was going specific into details. And then he picked a girl, and she gave a business idea that she wanted to do, and he just listed out, what do you do first, what do you do next, what do you do next, and this is how you scale. And then I saw that, oh, if you can do that for her in like 10 minutes, I decided that I'll sign up for the course.
The problem I was facing was that I could not literally double my time or double my effort because I was already working at capacity. I was already firefighting, chasing clients, working on the projects, managing my team, and trying to tie up loose ends all the way. So there was no way I could physically double my effort or time to double my business, and that was where I was. I was very frustrated in my business.
But when I met Chris was when I actually learned how to do it, like properly, set up your online funnel, fill up your butts and seats, warm them up, the sequence, and the entire process.
So this idea came actually from Chris. I wanted to do something else, but after our hidden market, he told me that I have already made the step from an employee to a business owner. So he's saying that since you've already created the path for yourself, why don't you just teach how you did it to somebody else?
And it was a training that I thought I could really relate to, which is Amplify speaker training, and it's something that I've been meaning to get into, which is to be a speaker. And because Nash has, said so much great stuff about Chris, I'm like, which better person to teach me this? And it seemed very focused. That it's about speaking, and it's about presentation on stage, and it seemed like he was going to give templates. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely in. And I've been dying to meet Chris anyway because he seems like a great guy. And I got here and he didn't disappoint. He was amazing, and he has this energy, and it's just amazing that he's younger than everyone in the room, but he had so much knowledge and so much genius in him that I enjoyed the course.
After I met Chris, within 2.5 weeks of agreeing to work together, Chris enabled us to make $46,000 in sales, and that just blew my mind.
It's amazing how that steps are just so simple, and I didn't see it, but I'm not surprised that a genius like Chris saw it and did that.
Talking to Chris is mind-blowing. He gives you absolute clarity. If you're thinking about working with Chris, then you need to have a chat with him. What I can say personally is that Chris comes with the greatest of hearts. He has a true, genuine intention to help every single person that he comes into interaction with. And not only that, he has the ability, the capability, the team, the resources to actually produce massive results. And I've seen this firsthand again and again and again, so it's a no-brainer.
I mean, if you want to be a speaker, if you want to lead, if you want to give impact to the people that you speak to, this is it. This is the course, because what's great about this course was not that, not only does he tell you these are the steps, he helps you through the steps. He gives you the script, he gives you everything, and the scripts are like, it's so powerful that you go home and straight away you can start being a speaker. A lot of times when you go for courses, they tell you what to do, then you go home and you try and figure it out. He works with you during the duration of the course, and then you leave the course knowing exactly what to do, and you can straight away go on stage and become a speaker. So if being a speaker is what you want, you should do this course.
Everybody who doesn't know Chris Duncan yet, that needs to know about him, is this man teaches you everything you need to know to live a life of freedom. There's no BS around it. There's no, there's no tomfoolery. It's all there, and the only thing you need to do is apply and implement, and that's it. And you will be free. And this has been proven by everybody else who has implemented that I've seen.